There's a lot of change happening right now with Google search and Google overview and the AI search, whatever you want to call it, taking up more and more of the homepage, and we're being pushed in that direction if you like it or not. And so I really wanted to take a second and give you some tips and tricks of what we're seeing work to help you show up organically in that Google overview. Oddly, some of these things are very simple to do, and I wanted to just give you a 4-step game plan to knock it all out. So you can make these changes for free and get you some more organic traffic through AI search. Because I really want your business to show up. I want you to grow online organically this year. Step 1, think about the customer. Think about how they're typing things in your area. That matters a lot. Not what they're typing in across the country to find you, but what they're typing in your city. And there's tons of keyword planners that can help you with this. But if you're running Google ads, you can actually just go to your search terms and see what people are typing in and how they're getting to your ads or how they're getting to your website, and make a database of maybe, let's say 5 to 10 keywords that you feel very strongly about ranking for. Some of these keyword planners will tell you how competitive the keyword is and how much search volume is happening each month. So you want to make a list of 5 to 10 keywords that you are like, these are the ones I want to rank for. That's step 1. Step 2 is you're going to edit your homepage. And you might be thinking, Zach, why just my homepage? Well, because I'd say 90% of websites, their homepage is what gets the most traffic. So if you're already getting the most traffic and then you edit the keywords that are found on that page, that gives you a much higher chance of combining those things together and showing up a little bit better in Google search. And this will come in handy later. So these edits, you want to make sure that you're putting your location, your business name, and that keyword very close together. Best donuts in Chicago, Zach's Donuts. You want those to be all near each other on the homepage. And you want it in the header, you want it in the paragraphs, you want it in the footer. You want it just sprinkled throughout the website on the homepage. But don't try to put it every sentence or really overdo it. They call that keyword stuffing, and that's not going to work. Google and other AI searches, they know about that. But if you're organically adding it in there and making sure that your location is mentioned, you'd be surprised how often people don't even mention their location on their website. Or organically throughout the paragraph. So that's going to help a lot. Step 3 is you're going to write some blogs and FAQs around those keywords. Like if you're a laundromat or a dry cleaner business and you want to rank for laundromat near me. So laundromat near Chicago, and then you could write a blog that's like best laundromat in Chicago, Zach's Laundromat. And then you break that down. And then in that blog, you're talking about why you're the best, or, here's some reviews or testimonials. And you're giving a good amount of content. Again, not keyword stuffing, but just talking about that keyword that you want to rank for. And then at the bottom, to kind of add a little more spice or SEO to it, I would write some FAQs. And these could be simple things that people do ask you all the time of when is Zach's Laundromat open? Is Zach's Laundromat affordable? Is Zach's Laundromat the best? And you're just going to answer some of those basic questions. And you're going to make sure that the keywords are in the question or, some of those questions, and then you're answering it with those keywords also. So you're trying to make it match as much as possible. And I highly suggest just answering tons of questions that you do get asked anyways, like affordable, hours, are they open on the weekends? Any of those type of things that you are getting questions, this is a good time to kind of fill that in, because not only Google will love that and AI will love that, but that just gives them a little more data to work with. So now that you've written some FAQs and you've written some blogs, I would highly suggest taking an extra second and maybe adding an FAQ at the bottom of your homepage too. And it could be very similar to the ones that are found in the blogs. You know, I would change it up a bit, try to maybe rephrase those keywords you're trying to rank for, come out with a different approach. But then that just gives AI and Google just two different ways to see that you're coming up for the best or the most affordable or open on the weekends or open late or whatever you're trying to rank for or be known for in your area. Step 4 is going to start with putting video content on your website. It's always good to add video content into the blogs or onto the homepage, and I'd make it maybe about why the business or showing the business and obviously talking about some of those things that are important to the business in that video. It could just be like, hey, I'm Zach and this is my laundromat, let me show you around. But having that content available is going to be really good for your SEO, because not only could that show up in AI search with like ChatGPT or Google Overview, it could also be pulled into the schema code of the back end of the website. And that's a little deeper, but let's just say it's very helpful. The next part of step 4 is there's tons of free tools online to help you make the LLM text file that you need to show up in these certain searches a little bit more. I'm not saying it's required, but it does help, I would say. But there's tons of free tools. Like I know Yoast has like a free version, Rank Math has a free version. I'm sure there's tons of other ones out there that help you get that text file. That they're trying to implement this right now. It's still a newer idea for AI searches to pull from. And it just gives them a text version of a little bit about your website and also the links in your website, and it just needs to be found on the website and pointed to for AI search and Google Overview to look at. Also, it helps, I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but it helps if you have some baseline schema happening on the website. There's tons of free apps out there to make you schema code that you can implement into the HTML. If you have like a Wix site or like a Squarespace and something not so custom like a WordPress, it can be a little bit harder to get the schema code needed. But I always like to say, if you don't know what schema code is, it's like handing your business card to the search engines. It's just got your logo, your hours, your website, what you do, and it's just a basic HTML file that lives on the back end. You can deep dive into a schema code and build out tons of different types, but at least make sure your website has some baseline schema code. And if you need help with that, of course, you could always reach out to Marketing Beaver, and we're here to help. With those 4 steps, that should really help you start showing up in AI search and Google Overview. And I would implement all these, and then over the next few months, watch what you're showing up for and what you're not showing up for, and make adjustments. And then once you start showing up for some strong keywords that you like, double down. Start writing more blogs about it and just getting that out there in different ways, and just make sure that you're really trying to show the AI search and Google search that you are the authority on that topic, whatever that keyword is. So SEO and Google Overview can be a longer term goal. It can take a minute, but these steps should get you in the right direction. Please reach out if you need any help or have any questions. I just really want to get this info to you and show you what we're seeing work right now for our clients. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good weekend, and please subscribe as I make more content to help you grow your small business. Thank you so much.